Cub and Chub. Tim,
Yes.
I'm fucking gorgeous. I just, it's the cut of the tank.
You
It's the,
found your things.
it's the
Yeah.
haircut. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to be this person all the time.
You're living your best Tegan and Sarah life.
Yes. Closer. Yeah. No, I'm feeling good. How are you doing?
I'm just peachy. I'm living life in the air conditioning that I pay for.
Amen.
And actually I don't really pay for electricity. So jokes on them. The
Girl,
bitches are like I'm really
how'd you skip
running
past
up.
that?
It's this it's an app. We won't be giving it any like free press, but
Okay.
it's an app that is kind of like Airbnb, but it's like for specifically for apartments. So it's like getting so it's like short-term leases,
Mhm.
but you don't have to do all the lease work.
Gotcha. And like part of this lease agreement is that you ain't got to pay
Well,
electricity?
that's most of them. Is like the electricity is paid for and stuff like that. Because like the idea is that you can move around whenever you want to. And
Right.
electricity, water, and all those like bills that you have to cut on, cut off, and all that stuff
Mhm.
is annoying. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really wish they would support our podcast so I could talk about them because I have really good review. But
Okay. Well, we need to send them an email or five. That sounds
yeah,
good to
yeah,
me.
for sure. And I don't think a lot of people know about it. So
Okay. Cool beans. Yeah, whenever like we had to move or do anything, like all those fucking utilities,
yeah,
all the bills that are going to the old address, like it's such a pain in
exactly.
the ass.
It's so annoying and like it really is set up for you to be like, "Ugh, I don't want to move. Like,
Yeah.
but this app really helps that, and it says, "Bitch, you can move whenever you want to." Um,
Let's do a quick cute pose so that when they eventually sponsor us and they want to insert here, they can. So like, thank you for sponsoring us. There it is. Perfect. Awesome.
yeah.
If you guys are watching us
Wait,
on the
wait, wait.
video,
I didn't look at the. Did I look at the camera?
oh, we can try again. You ready? And thanks for
Okay.
sponsoring us. Perfect. If you're watching the video on YouTube or in Spotify, you can see our gorgeous faces.
I mean, I really wish that y'all would get blessed, but you won't. So that's what it
Whatever.
is.
You're glowing today too. I can see it.
Oh,
It's coming
thank
through.
you.
It's coming
Um,
through.
I washed my face and
Yes, you
you know,
do.
did that. I'm poor, so I use washcloths and those
Yeah.
things, like those like exfoliating things.
Hmm.
So it makes my 37-year-old skin look supple and soft
I'm
and
so not used to you using like real numbers. Like whenever you say 37, I'm like, but you're 26. And I'm
yeah,
like, oh,
right.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. You got me on the game now.
Yeah, like it's a mind fuck, right?
I'm
It's
like,
the
what do you
listen.
mean?
I'm a blajimma gay. I can make you think anything. Like,
That's right. In and
like
out. In and out.
it's the magic. Like it can only be Timothy. Yeah, only me.
Ooh, only you. So I've got a couple questions for you today, Tim.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
And you know what they're
I
related
mean,
to?
don't shoot, but
Sure. Well, I'm kind of in the theme. So again, we're getting ready to go on our first cruise together,
yes,
and
on the
it's
boat, not like
right,
looking for boys.
not in the bathroom, correct. Um, and one of the many things they talk about on cruises is the food. It
yes.
had me thinking about like going out to eat in restaurants and stuff like that, and like kind of like
Mm.
daydreaming about like fine dining and
Mhm.
things like that. So I was kind of curious. I wanted to ask you like, what is one of your like most memorable like restaurant eating out experiences? Like whether it's the nicest thing you've ever done or one of the most tasteful things, like what's something that comes to mind?
Well, recently I went to a restaurant pretty close to where um, I reside.
Hmm.
Um, it's called the Guru, and
Ooh.
it is just this like it's supposedly a seafood bar, but I don't know how much sea. It doesn't really have a lot of seafood options on the menu, so
Oh,
I don't
interesting.
know if that's like just an ironic thing or whatever. But it's very like cute. The bathroom has a blue light. It's very like
Interesting.
kind of sexy, but it doesn't have a lot of people, and I like
Okay.
that. So
Yeah.
people don't come. Um, but yeah, like that. I just went there yesterday, so like that comes to mind.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went with Tara. Shout out to you.
Hey,
She took me out
Tara.
for my birthday, so
Aw.
that was very sweet.
So cute.
Um, yeah, and I've been there before with my other friend, and he for actually his birthday, and he really enjoyed it. So
What'd you get?
I got at the time they were called Southwestern rolls. I think they're called. I think they put lobster in them now, and so they're lobster
Oh,
rolls.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
But they were delicious. I also their sides are really good. So I got like this baked potato,
Mm.
and it had this. Is it called chimchimery, or am I just making that up?
Chimchimney, yeah. The
Is it got
spice or
Yeah, is it got some
sauce.
sort of like greenery and then it's like tangy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, well then that is it.
Perfect.
They put that and like some butter and sour cream. It
Mm.
was so good.
Oh, that sounds
And then
delicious.
the broccolini is delicious. So that was
Ah,
my order. Yeah,
nice.
and the drinks are drinking. So
Oh,
so
awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
They actually have a few like black owned um options on the menu for like alcohol. So that's always nice. Yeah.
oh, nice. Oh, that sounds really good. You'll have to take one of your friends there next time they come and visit.
You know, if they come,
If they come, whenever they do, you know.
yeah, or go, or,
Hmm.
for the go, Charmin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what comes to mind. But other than that, I don't know. I'm starting to like my memory is like going away. I think I'm really going to learn how to not breathe after a while. I don't know. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, so like I just remember McAdoo's from time to time. That was always good. Um Juan Gonzalez, I remember that. But
That was good.
that's more for the times, not necessarily the food.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like we need to get you out and about a little bit more with some fine dining experiences.
I guess. I mean, I know that the fork should be on the left, but other than
Amen.
that,
Pretty woman. There it is.
other than that, I'm pretty much just a whore waiting for Richard Gere. So,
Amen. Amen.
yeah. What
Did we
about
ever
you?
get did we ever get to do La Possum together here in Richmond?
No, I know like you had your birthday at Mosaic one time.
Yeah, we did do Mosaic. That was pretty tasty. La
Yeah.
Possum's one of those spots that I mean, I moved here in 2016 and they've been on a 3-month wait ever since. So you got to
Yeah.
like remember to log in and book it out or you're just
Yeah.
not going to get in there. That's one of the most memorable ones I've done. I've done that a couple times. I did it for like dinner
Which
with
one is
dad.
that?
It's so
Is it
interesting.
right there across from like Tin Can or Can?
No, no,
Near
that's in
Tin
Carytown.
Tan?
This is in Oregon
Oh.
Hill, which
Oh, I ain't
is
doing no, I ain't go there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like right like before you get into Carytown, but back in that housing area behind there. Um, it's a French fusion restaurant. So they do like these really delicious French cuisine meals, but with a twist, if you will. The
Is the
restaurateur
twist that they use seasoning?
they do. They use seasoning.
Okay.
The restaurateur is this like very popular gay chef here in Richmond.
Mm.
And so the food is really good. One of the best things they have is a Fabergé egg. So it looks like, do you know what a Fabergé egg is in general?
I just thought that it was like an expensive egg.
It is. It's a piece of artwork. It looks like an
Oh,
egg and it's designed. It's very colorful, like
yeah.
blues and pinks, and it's like they're collectibles among the rich or something.
Yeah.
I kind of. But he makes a Fabergé egg that looks like those, but it is like a hard boiled or soft boiled egg that they use
Oh.
dyes. It's kind of like, it looks like it might be like the fanciest Easter egg you've ever seen,
Oh, okay.
but with like all these colors and like caviar and salmon eggs. Like,
Oh,
it's
wow.
delicious. It is so good and it's so pretty. So one of the cool things about that spot is that everything is very tasty, but it's also really pretty.
Yeah.
But then the restaurant, Tim, a gay man owns this place. So you walk in there and it's like wall to wall kitschy, like old timey photos, but everybody's wearing underwear, or like there's a
Mm.
clown, but the clown's like bent over the lamp. It's like if you walked in on like your secretly gay grandpa's like man cave from the 50s, but it's just
Yeah.
packed to the wall with weird ass shit.
Yeah. Or
Um
like gay bars back in the day.
Gay
Like
bars back in the day, in the yeah, the
they're
very
just
back of the
taking pictures
corner.
of what was happening at the
Yeah.
time. Like,
And it's like, and it's right before it hits that point of hoarding. Like that much
yeah.
shit is like kind of around. And
Yeah.
you're like, it's almost tacky. It is tacky, but it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so it's cute in that way. And then the bathrooms, like it's gay as hell. So what I didn't what I
Can
didn't
you
realize is
watch people pee at the trough? Like,
well, like the mirrors, it's like, so like you're surrounded by mirrors in the bathroom.
yeah,
So
as you
there's
should
one
be.
thing. And then all the male portraits looking at you in the
Mm.
bathroom.
Yeah.
It's
I'll be one.
I
Yeah.
the first time I went, I didn't check like the bathroom situation.
Yeah.
And then the second time I went, I took my dad and his friend, and
Oh.
they went to the bathroom, and they were like, "Man, this place is wild." And I was like, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, so funny.
You took your dad to a gay cruising spot.
The gayest French restaurant ever. And he's like, we need to go back. Like, book us out. Like, dad loved it. Dad loved it. And I was like, I bet you did. So yeah,
Wow.
La Possum was very, very memorable. And it's just one of those spots like you can't really get in, but it's very small and
Mhm.
quaint. So it's good. We'll have
Like my
to
box. Yeah.
like your box, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get you like plan that out next time because you'd like it. And they do a lot of seafood too, so you could eat some of the stuff there. You would enjoy
Yeah.
it. So like you wouldn't call yourself a cook, right? Like you're not really.
I could like so this is the thing. Can I cook? Absolutely. Can I
Uh-huh.
cook well? Absolutely. Will I cook? No.
So let me ask you about that because I think more than when I think about the intersection of like cooking and going out and finances,
Yeah.
that's where like I get stuck because I'll go into a mode like for 2 weeks, I'm eating out every meal.
Yeah.
I'm not making nothing at home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, if I had just like eaten my cereal,
Mhm.
microwaved my lunch, and like made one nice meal at home for dinner, like the money I would save. And then I go into a 2 week thing where like I don't eat out at all. And we're
Yeah.
just eating at home. I've got my and I know that you're like big on like watching your finances too. And I'm
Yeah.
wondering like where that meets, like where that
So I am fortunate that within my budget is Uber Eats
you
every single
budgeted.
day.
Yeah. Okay.
I I have since stopped doing that just because like the point of Uber Eats is that you don't have to leave the house. And unfortunately in the apartment complex, I have to leave the house in order to go down to get it.
You got to
And I
leave
don't
anyway.
see the $50 that I'm paying says that I shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
So
Right.
I often just end up going and driving to the spot that I have ordered before I get there.
Are you comfortable if I ask you like what are your go-to spots like in the last week? What's something you've been to multiple times?
So there was this Ethiopian joint that I went to. Can't say the name, don't know how to say it.
Sure.
Went to the Guru last night. I went to shit. There's a place that's like And Pizza, but it's not And Pizza.
Okay.
Went to that. There was a place. Oh, there's a couple places, and then like I'll go to like a grocery store, and I'll go to their deli area and have them make
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Oh,
So a lot
I
of
did the
times,
Whole Foods buffet a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
I like
Publix. Yeah,
it's one of those things like I forget about occasionally, and I'm like, oh my god, that Whole Foods buffet.
yeah. It. I do. I do Whole Foods quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There you
yeah,
go.
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. It's
I do
good
Whole
food.
Foods.
It's pricey as hell, but it's tasty.
It's pricey, but it's pricey for a reason. Like it's like it. The cooks are cooking there. Like
Yeah.
it's, and I like what they cook. So
Have you had their pizza?
no, I
I do like
so
their pizza.
so like every time I go and I look at the pizza, it looks like it's been sitting there, and I don't want that. Like
Okay.
if I was gonna do that, I would just go to the 7-Eleven. Like
Gotcha. Okay. Well, if you get brave one day, the pizza is very tasty.
okay, maybe I'll just order. Like I would rather just order a pizza and
Sure.
have them
Oh yeah, yeah,
freshly
yeah.
make it and just give it to me because you can do that there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so.
so good.
But yeah,
So
like
good.
the salmon, delicious. All of the greens, all of the greens, like amazing. It's the easiest way that I can like make sure that I get a salad every day. If I
Yeah.
like, there are some weeks that I'm like every single day I'm eating a salad, and so that's an easy way to get that in.
Yep.
Yeah, so Whole Foods sponsor us.
I like the idea that we're just gonna go through the podcast and say the names of the businesses that we don't want to say. So I'll be like, it wasn't Starbucks that I
Yeah,
went to, but it was like a Starbucks that I went to.
it
It's
was
like
like all foods,
all foods, something close to
all
that.
like 30 like,
Yeah.
like
All every single one of them. Okay.
yeah.
So let's talk about what I call the friend killer. You ready?
Okay.
We could be the best of friends.
Hmm.
And if we go to a restaurant and you treat the staff
Oh,
or anybody remotely like they're
we're
beneath
not
you,
friends. We're not friends.
I don't know you anymore. I
I don't know
don't
you. I
know
won't
you.
know you. I'm actually leaving. Like
I'm out.
I'm actually going to go. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Gonna go pay the bill because I know if you're treating them like shit, you're probably not gonna tip them.
Not gonna tip
So
them.
I'm gonna pay the bill, tip them 50%,
Yeah.
and leave. And once you finish eating, I'm gonna tell her to tell you that like he's
I'm
gone,
out.
and the bill has been paid.
I have been on decent dates where halfway through the date, this person gave a red flag in the way they were treating the server all of a sudden.
Hmm.
Like food runs late, things happen, it is what it is, and like that's annoying. I get that. But when your attitude shifts and I see that in somebody with wait staff,
Yeah,
I'm like I've been on a date with somebody who was very attractive and I was just like can't see you the same way. You are unattractive to me now. Like
yeah.
I'm done. I can't do that with people.
Because listen, that goes to show how people treat you when they like need help or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
or when you need help, that's how they're gonna treat you.
Right.
Like,
Right.
mm-mm.
They're serving you food. They aren't like your property. They are not people to be trifled with.
No.
Like it's just really weird.
They have the things you're ingesting
Yeah,
at
your
their will.
safety. Yeah, your safety is
Like,
in their hands, and you're just being a complete asshole. I hate that. I
I miss
hate
the
that.
days when we could put arsenic in people's food. Like it's just
Oh,
it is
oh,
what it is.
sure.
Because
Yeah,
you
bring it
should
back.
die if you feel like you can do that.
Yeah, I just you shouldn't
Just
be
die.
around. You shouldn't be
Yeah.
around people. You're the kind of person that needs to be at home. You
Or
ain't,
in the dungeon.
you ain't got no home training. It's like
None.
just go away.
Or maybe your home wasn't the place for you to be raised in. If that was how you were raised.
And that's very sad for you, but you're
Yeah.
25 now, you're 35. You're old enough that you should
Listen,
be a decent human being.
at some point, Our parents did it and they did it and they've done it. It's your job to reparent yourself however you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're being hateful to wait staff, fuck you. Period. In the
Fuck
ass,
you.
with no lube, rusty, dusty, crusty nails.
Okay. We're gonna do a quick round of questions. Ready?
Okay.
If you had to choose appetizer or dessert.
Appetizer.
Oh, same. I'm savory over sweet.
Yeah.
I just don't want all day.
I mean, I am I love sweets.
Yeah, same.
At the end of the day, at the end of the night, I'm gonna get something sweet later. But the appetizer, like, it's everything. Like, it can really like make or break how I feel about the food. Like, even if the food is great, the fact that the appetizer was shitty, no.
Yeah, like, if it's cheese sticks or a brownie, I want cheese sticks. It just
absolutely every single time. And I don't ever fucking want to like. I've never tasted a good restaurant brownie. It's just not good.
I think really good desserts are very difficult.
Yeah.
Like a standard cheesecake, a lot of it just falls in the middle, right? It's like, it's fine.
Exactly. There's nothing that you're going to do to this grocery store cheesecake to make it taste any better. Like, honestly, I will say at the Guru, they need to sponsor us at this point. The fruit that was on there was fresh, ripe, and real. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But it was given to me for free. And for free. For free. And I thanked them for it, but it was a warm, crumpy brownie. And it was fine. The ice cream was the best part, and then the fruit was the best part, and then the ice cream was second.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get mediocre food, mediocre cheese sticks versus mediocre brownie, bring me some marinara.
Listen, the cheese will never lie. Like,
no,
the cheese stands alone. Like, it's good
for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went appetizers over dessert. A really good vegan dish or a really good seafood dish?
Vegan.
Yeah.
I just had today. Oh my god, I've ate so much. I just had a really good vegan meatloaf today at work.
What?
Listen, whoever is like cooking back there, they're putting things together.
Oh,
because
wow.
I had vegan curry yesterday.
Oh yeah, wow, that's amazing.
Bro, it was so good. It wasn't as good as like the last week that I got it. I don't know who cooked it this time, but it was still good.
Is this tied to, and I'll try to ask this in a way that doesn't give anything away, but is this tied to the medical side of the institution or the educational side of the institution?
It's the medical side.
It is. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because like the students have to, well, they don't have to, they can come, but like they have another cafe that they
gotcha.
Yeah, it's like, and the people there are so sweet.
Yeah,
definitely like sweet. Yeah.
Watch you trying to sneak me in. I'm like, where's the best vegetable curry in Atlanta? You're like, let me take you to work real quick. Hold up.
I was like, it was definitely good. But no, like a vegan dish, every time, because number one, generally it has some sort of vegetable, and we all need more vegetables, people. Number two, the spices are usually more flavorful than like just, I find that like when there's meat present, like some sort of like protein present that is normal, people slack off on like the sauce and the seasonings, like just because they're like, oh, it's, it's salmon, so it's going to taste salmony. I'm like, well, no, girl, the blackening could be good.
Right.
But like when they put the blackening on a like piece of tofu, they're putting the garlic, the onions, they trying to make that thing taste. And it do.
Noted. Okay, so we
So
got
yeah.
to get to the cafeteria around there. And then lastly, oh, what was the question? I had it. Oh, on your pizza, pineapple, yay or nay?
So I've been back and forth. It
Okay.
it can go on there.
Okay.
It just need like it can't be a thick crust. It has to be a thin crust for a pineapple.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
Right.
Okay.
Thin crust, hot, like
Yeah.
it has to be right now, like just
Hmm.
freshly cooked, crispy crust.
Nice. Okay. Gotcha.
It do not put it on no like hand tossed because it soggy and no.
Yeah, not gonna work. I got you. Okay. Yeah, it was funny. I think Al made some like joke when we first started dating about like people who like Hawaiian pizza with pineapple. I think he
Yeah.
made some joke, and his joke registered in my brain that he is not a pineapple person on pizza. I
Uh,
am, and I love it.
yeah.
So the other day, I was talking. We may have been ordering pizza, and I was like, yeah, well, I'd like to get a Hawaiian pizza, but I know you won't get one. He's like, I don't mind pineapple on pizza. I'm like, it's been 5 years.
Okay,
I
so I
I
want to say
thought.
this. I am not. I'm not on anybody's side, but I will say sometimes you make gross like assumptions based on
I
like a
am
joke
I am a
or something.
literal baby. You
Yeah.
know me for 20 years.
I know,
I'm a
and that's why I can
literal.
say this.
I'm a
You are literally,
literal. I'm a literal person. So if you
but
even
you will
joke,
take that for 5 years.
that's the thing. Well, but like, and he's never eaten pineapple in front of me. He made this joke, and then he
Yeah,
doesn't eat it. So it's like,
yeah.
oh, I guess that's true.
But when do you eat pineapple? Unless it's your
Oh,
favorite fruit.
I mean, well, I mean, like particularly pineapple on pizza. He likes
Okay.
pineapple as a fruit, but people are like it's either or with like the pineapple on
Oh,
pizza thing.
okay.
So I was just like, oh, I guess he's not doing that. I won't do it. And the other day he's like, no, I'm fine with it. He said that he doesn't like really wet pineapple. Like he doesn't want
Yeah.
like pineapple juice.
Yeah, well that's why I say it needs to be fresh, crisp,
Right.
and like it needs to be hot. Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah. And I was like, oh no, I get that. But I was like, now I'm like, well, shit. We have opened up
I
a
think you need to
whole
start
new
I think you need to
world.
start opening everything. Like
Yeah.
like
Let's go through
just
all my
because
things.
let's go through all the things I think about you and like maybe it's not
Yeah.
true. Like
You said this comment back in 2019 in July, and I just need
yeah.
to know. Yeah.
And not to mention we went through a whole pandemic. We're whole new people.
We're
Like
new people. This is very true.
and I really think the aliens are out here like changing things just slightly from what we actually think. And
Okay.
so yeah.
It's time for an update.
Yeah, it's just like I thought Pikachu had like no black on their tail, and then all of a sudden it was just all black.
It
I'm
was
like,
all
what?
black. Yeah. What is happening?
Or like Chick-fil-A, I thought it looked like a chicken, but apparently it didn't. I don't know, like
The world's crazy.
ludicrous.
Luda. Luda. Tim, what's making you live this week?
What's making me live this week is Ronnie, Bonnie, and William Jr. Um, Today is the day that they passed away, and I love them very, very much. They created um a person that I hope is lovely, and I hope that they would still love and enjoy. And they're the reason I am. So
Shout out
yeah,
to the
love
Carters.
them. Shout out to you.
Mwah.
Mwah. What about you? What you
What
living?
about me? I got to see one Bob the Drag Queen last night.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out. Oh, happy belated birthday, Bob.
Yes, happy belated birthday. He was in good spirits. His set was phenomenal.
Mhm.
It was a test run for his upcoming world tour for his comedy show, and he had a solid hour. It was really, really good. Um, there were some jokes in there, like I'd seen on some previous, like I think this is his first big world tour as a comedian.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think he's saying like the best of the stuff he's done before. He's testing out some new stuff. It was very, very good.
good.
And we
I'm
got a
glad.
lucky seat. We got like right in front of the stage. So I got to make eye contact with Bob a couple times, and I'm like, "Yay, Bob!"
Oh.
So and there was something I
So,
was like,
on this podcast, we're gonna talk Bob or Trixie. Pick one
well, "Oh, why has it got to be a dichotomy?"
because I said it. You told
Oh,
me.
well, this
You
is
told me to
because
choose one or
then
the other.
say what?
You told me to choose one or the other.
Um.
Seafood or vegan?
Oh my gosh, it's tough. I will say this: Bob's quality of content
Mhm.
is better than Trixie's quality of content. Trixie puts out so much shit, and a lot of it is shit. But there's
Uh-huh.
more to consume.
Mhm.
Bob doesn't do a whole lot, but what he puts out is quality.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I can watch 10 new videos on Trixie this week, and it's up and down. The
Oh, wow.
podcast, the quality of the video. I mean, and some of it's golden, but some of it's like whatever. Bob puts out like one video a month. That's a
Mhm.
pretty good video.
Yeah.
So he's knocking the ratio. It's like
Oh, so you mean black excellence versus white mediocrity?
it's working out pretty well for Bob.
And Trixie. Like,
I mean, Trixie's doing well, and she doesn't need my approval.
I mean, sorry, native mediocrity. I don't know. I don't know.
I think she's openly said that she pretty much identifies as white, but
Okay.
understands where she comes from. But
Yeah.
she presents as white. Her hurdles are white adjacent.
Yes.
Even if she started out finding anyway, you can go watch
Yeah.
all that. But yeah,
Hi,
it's tough.
Brian.
I clock more time with Trixie. So
Yeah.
my parasocial relationship is stronger with Trixie than Bob, but it's because she's out here every day doing something. I'm like, what you doing, bitch?
It's the opposite
tough.
for me.
Yeah,
I feel like I spend maybe it's just the right amount of time with Bob. Like
Yeah.
like when he's not there, I miss him, and I'm that type of person that needs that. I need to miss you.
I've missed Bob all this
Yeah.
month. I know
Yeah.
he's been prepping and he's needed time, but I love Monet, and I love this. I love the sub-in.
I actually would love, like, I can see like lanes for what's happening
Yeah.
on over there, but I still need my siblings.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
I need the siblings together, but I can see the cousins. I can see their lanes.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure. I mean, when
Yeah.
he came back last week, I was hoping like, oh, okay, like he'll be here once a week, and then it happened this week again. I'm like,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, he was probably with you, so
he probably was. He was probably in the hotel getting ready.
yeah.
But yeah, Bob did a great job. I got to see him when he came through for the podcast. We did the meet and greet, and then saw him on tour with Madonna. And then he was standing up there last night, like 5 feet away. I'm like, I fucking love Bob. He's just he's just good people.
I can't. I'm emotional. I can't do that right now. So I'm here for Bob.
I'm gonna tell you the best joke he had last night, and it's okay that I say it because it's on some of his other specials. He's been working it.
Okay.
He was talking to this twink that was like this baby 22-year-old twink that was sitting up front.
Oh, was he telling you about the Gen Z?
Yeah, his Gen Z stuff. Yeah, that bit he does. And Semi, the twink, was like so sweet and like throwing up hearts, like it was just like eating it up. Loved it.
Was he doing this?
Yes, he was doing the Gen Z.
And
then
like,
Bob
we
went,
do this. We don't. Do
Bob did this. Bob did it with his middle finger so that he could go.
Yeah.
It was so funny. But at one point, he was talking about how gays will, the degree of gayness by not having touched or seen a vagina, and like how that's toxic, and how we need to get away from that. Like vaginas are bad at you. And the joke was, he goes, we have people coming out of vaginas who are trying to like be gay instantly, and they come out and they're just like, wah. and does the baby wah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
not the gay baby wah.
Gen Alpha is just, they know.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
they're comfortable.
They know what's going on.
Like as soon as they say, "Mama, I'm gay,"
Mama. Wah. Just so good. All right. Where can people find us, Tim?
You can find us anywhere you can find Tears on the Pillow. You can find it in every whore's hotel for the night.
Amen.
You can find it at churches. You can find them also at your local deli. But mostly and importantly, you can find us at wearecubandchub.com.
That's right, wearecubandchub.com, where you can find our content, find out where to stream us, buy our merchandise. Send us an email. We are wearecubandchub@gmail.com. Steven, thank you so much for your kind words last
Steven
week.
D, we love you.
Steven out here doing God's work. Just such a sweetie.
The best. You're the
Love
best.
him. I sent him and Corey a little picture. I was at Havana having a drink. And the last time I was at the last time I was at Havana, it was with those two. And I was like, oh, flashbacks.
Did you smoke a cigar?
I did not, but it smelled like it in there. It was like a throwback.
Yeah. That's where the sugar daddies are. I love them.
They're adorable. But yeah, thank you, Steven. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us again this week. Love you. Yes. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Mwah.
Love you very much. I'm loving my black job. Yay! How much money do I get?